Hey everyone, welcome to Podcast by MrB. I'm Mr. B and I've got Anna here with me. Anna, can you believe it's almost Christmas?
I know, right? Time flies. And actually, Mr. B, I have a funny Christmas story to tell you at the end of today's episode. It involves my dad, a Christmas tree, and a very confused cat.
Oh no, I can't wait to hear that. And everyone listening, make sure you stick around until the end because Anna's Christmas stories are always hilarious.
No pressure. But yes, today we're talking all about Christmas in English. Whether you celebrate it or not, Christmas vocabulary is super useful because it's such a big cultural event in English-speaking countries.
Absolutely, and we're going to make this fun and practical. You'll learn how to talk about Christmas traditions, decorations, food, and all those festive activities. So Anna, where should we start?
Well, let's start with the basics. Christmas is celebrated on December 25th every year. It's a Christian holiday that celebrates the birth of Jesus Christ, but nowadays many people celebrate it as a cultural holiday too, even if they're not religious.
Right. And in English-speaking countries like the US, UK, Canada, and Australia, Christmas is huge. I mean, the decorations start going up in November. Christmas music plays everywhere, and people get really excited.
Yes, the whole season is called the holiday season or the festive season, and there's this phrase people use a lot, Christmas spirit or holiday spirit. It means the feeling of joy, generosity, and warmth that comes with Christmas time.
I love that phrase. You might hear someone say, "I'm feeling the Christmas spirit," or "This song really brings out the Christmas spirit." It's all about that cozy, happy feeling.
Exactly. Okay, so let's talk about Christmas traditions. Mr. B, what's the most iconic Christmas tradition?
Oh, that's easy. The Christmas tree. Most families put up a Christmas tree in their homes. It's usually a pine tree or a fir tree, and you decorate it with ornaments, lights, and a star or an angel on top.
Yes, and here's some vocabulary. To put up means to set up or install. So you put up a Christmas tree and you put up Christmas decorations. You can also say to decorate the tree, which means to add all those beautiful ornaments and lights.
Good point. And ornaments are those decorative balls and shapes you hang on the tree. They're also called baubles in British English. So you might say, "We decorated our tree with colorful ornaments."
Perfect. Now, some people have real trees and some have artificial trees. Real trees smell amazing. That fresh pine scent is so Christmassy, but they drop needles everywhere.
So true. My family always had a real tree when I was growing up, and we'd spend hours decorating it together. It was such a fun tradition.
That sounds lovely. Okay, what else do people do at Christmas? Let's talk about Santa Claus.
Ah, yes, Santa, also known as Father Christmas in the UK, or Saint Nick. He's the jolly man in the red suit who brings presents to children on Christmas Eve.
Right, and the story goes that Santa lives at the North Pole with his elves, who help him make toys. Then, on Christmas Eve, that's December 24th, he flies around the world in his sleigh, pulled by reindeer and delivering presents.
And the most famous reindeer is Rudolph, who has a bright red nose that lights up the way. Kids love this story. They leave out cookies and milk for Santa, and sometimes carrots for the reindeer.
So cute. And in the morning, on Christmas Day, children wake up early to see what presents Santa left for them under the Christmas tree or in Christmas stockings.
Yes, stockings are these big socks that hang by the fireplace. Santa fills them with small gifts and candies. You can say, "Santa filled my stocking with chocolates and small toys."
Love it. Now, let's talk about Christmas activities. What do families typically do during Christmas?
Well, one big tradition is sending Christmas cards. People send cards to friends and family with messages like "Merry Christmas," "Happy Holidays," or "Season's Greetings."
Yes, Merry Christmas is the most common greeting. You can also say Happy Christmas, which is more British. And if you want to be more inclusive, you can say Happy Holidays, because not everyone celebrates Christmas.
Good point. Another tradition is singing Christmas carols. These are special Christmas songs like Jingle Bells, Silent Night, and Deck the Halls. Sometimes people go caroling, which means walking around the neighborhood singing these songs.
Oh, I love Christmas carols. They're so cheerful and festive. And speaking of festive, let's talk about Christmas decorations. What do people use besides the tree?
Great question. People hang wreaths on their doors. A wreath is a circular decoration made of pine branches, ribbons, and sometimes pine cones or berries.
Yes, and many people hang Christmas lights on their houses. Some neighborhoods have amazing light displays with thousands of colorful lights. You might say, we drove around to see the Christmas lights.
And inside the house, people often hang stockings, put up garlands, which are like long decorations made of greenery or tinsel, and display nativity scenes, which show the birth of Jesus.
Right, and don't forget mistletoe. It's a plant that people hang up, and tradition says that if two people meet under the mistletoe, they should kiss.
Yes, that's a fun tradition, though it can be a bit awkward sometimes. Okay, Anna, we have to talk about Christmas food because that's everyone's favorite part.
Oh, absolutely. Christmas dinner is a big deal. In many English-speaking countries, people have a huge feast on Christmas Day. Traditional foods include roast turkey or ham, stuffing, mashed potatoes, gravy, and vegetables.
Yes, and for dessert, there's Christmas pudding in the UK, which is a rich, fruity dessert. In the US, people often have pumpkin pie or pecan pie, and of course, Christmas cookies.
Christmas cookies. Gingerbread cookies shaped like people or houses are super popular. And candy canes, those red and white striped peppermint candies.
I love candy canes, and hot chocolate is a must-have Christmas drink. You can say, let's cozy up with some hot chocolate, which means to get comfortable and warm with a hot drink.
Perfect. And don't forget eggnog. It's a creamy drink made with milk, eggs, and spices. Some people add alcohol to it. You either love it or hate it.
That's so true about eggnog. Okay, let's talk about Christmas shopping. This is a huge activity before Christmas.
Yes, people go Christmas shopping to buy presents for their loved ones. The time before Christmas can be really busy in stores. We call this the Christmas rush.
Right, and there are some important shopping days. In the US, there's Black Friday, which is the day after Thanksgiving, when stores have huge sales. Then there's Cyber Monday for online shopping deals.
Yes, and people make Christmas lists, lists of gifts they want to receive or gifts they need to buy for others. You might ask a child, what's on your Christmas list this year?
Exactly. And when you give someone a present, you say, "Thank you so much. That's very thoughtful." Or, "I love it. Thank you." And you might also say, "You shouldn't have," which is a polite way to express gratitude.
Exactly. Now let's talk about some Christmas expressions and phrases that native speakers use a lot during this season.
Good idea. One common phrase is the most wonderful time of the year, which comes from a famous Christmas song. People say this to express how much they love Christmas.
Yes, another one is Christmas came early, which means something good happened before you expected it. Like if you get a gift or good news in November, you might say, Christmas came early this year.
That's a good one. And people often talk about spreading Christmas cheer, which means sharing happiness and kindness with others during the holiday season.
Love it. And here's one, Christmas magic. People use this to describe that special, almost magical feeling that Christmas brings, especially for children. You might say, there's something about Christmas magic that makes everything feel special.
Beautiful. And if someone is being grumpy or negative during Christmas time, you might jokingly call them a Grinch or a Scrooge. These are characters from famous Christmas stories who hate Christmas.
Yes, the Grinch is from How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and Scrooge is from A Christmas Carol. Both are fun references people make.
Exactly. Now let's talk about Christmas movies and music because these are such a big part of the culture.
Oh, yes, there are so many classic Christmas movies. Some favorites are Home Alone, Elf, The Polar Express, Love Actually, and It's a Wonderful Life.
And people watch these movies every year. It's a tradition. You might say, it's not Christmas until I've watched Home Alone. People really love their Christmas movies.
So true. And Christmas music is everywhere during December. You hear it in stores, on the radio, at parties. Some famous Christmas songs are All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey, Last Christmas by Wham, and White Christmas by Bing Crosby.
Yes, and White Christmas means a Christmas with snow. In many places, people dream of having snow at Christmas. That's why it's such a popular song.
Right, though here's a fun fact. Most of Australia doesn't have snow at Christmas because it's summer there, so they have beach Christmases instead.
That's so different. I can't imagine Christmas without cold weather. Okay, Anna, let's talk about some useful phrases people can use when talking about Christmas.
Great idea. If someone asks, "What are you doing for Christmas?" you could answer, "I'm spending Christmas with my family," or "I'm going to my parents' house for Christmas," or "I'm staying home this year."
Perfect. And if you want to talk about your plans, you might say, we're planning to have a big Christmas dinner, or we're going to exchange gifts on Christmas morning.
Yes, and to exchange gifts means everyone gives and receives presents. It's a common phrase. You could also say, "We're doing a secret Santa," which is when each person is assigned one person to buy a gift for instead of buying for everyone.
Oh, Secret Santa is fun, especially with big groups. Okay, here are some more useful sentences. I'm decorating my house for Christmas, or we're baking Christmas cookies this weekend.
Great. And "I'm in the Christmas spirit" or "I'm feeling festive" both mean you're happy and excited about Christmas.
Exactly. And if you receive a gift, remember to say, thank you so much, this is wonderful, or I really appreciate this, or you're so thoughtful.
Perfect. And you know what, Mr. B? I think it's time for my Christmas story. Are you ready?
Yes, I've been waiting for this. Tell us about your dad, the Christmas tree, and the confused cat.
Okay, so last year, my dad decided to put up our Christmas tree early, like the first week of December. He spent hours setting it up and decorating it with all our family ornaments. It looked beautiful. He was so proud.
Sounds lovely so far.
Right? But then, that night, we heard this huge crash. We all ran to the living room, and the entire Christmas tree had fallen over. Ornaments were everywhere, lights were tangled, and right in the middle of the mess was our cat, Mr. Whiskers, looking absolutely shocked.
Oh no, the cat knocked it over?
Yes, apparently he thought the shiny ornaments were toys and tried to climb the tree. My dad was not happy, but it was so funny seeing the cat's face. He looked like this wasn't my fault, even though it totally was.
That's hilarious. Poor Mr. Whiskers. Did you put the tree back up?
We did, but this time we tied it to the wall so the cat couldn't knock it over again. Lesson learned.
That's such a great Christmas memory, though. See, everyone, these are the kinds of stories you can share when you talk about Christmas in English.
Exactly. Christmas is full of funny family moments, traditions, and lots of food. And now you have all the vocabulary and phrases to talk about it.
Absolutely. So let's do a quick recap. Today we learned about Christmas traditions like decorating trees, hanging stockings, and Santa Claus bringing presents.
We talked about Christmas activities like sending cards, singing carols, and going Christmas shopping.
We covered Christmas food like turkey, Christmas cookies, candy canes, and eggnog.
We shared useful phrases like Merry Christmas, Christmas spirit, the most wonderful time of the year, and how to thank someone for a gift.
Perfect. And remember, even if you don't celebrate Christmas, this vocabulary is super useful because Christmas is such a big cultural event in English-speaking countries. You'll hear about it in movies, songs, conversations, and more.
Absolutely. And it's a great conversation topic. You can ask people, "How do you celebrate Christmas?" or "What are your favorite Christmas traditions?" These are wonderful ways to learn about different cultures.
So true. All right, everyone, that's all for today's episode. But before we go, we have a favor to ask.
Yes, if you enjoyed this episode and learned something new, please hit that like button. It really helps us out.
And we'd love to hear from you in the comments. Tell us, What's your favorite Christmas tradition? Or if you don't celebrate Christmas, what winter holidays do you celebrate? We want to hear your stories.
Yes, please share. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any future episodes. We have so many more topics coming up.
We post new episodes regularly, and we're building an amazing community of English learners from around the world. We'd love for you to be part of it.
Thank you so much for listening today. We hope you're feeling festive and ready to talk about Christmas in English.
Whether you celebrate Christmas or not, we wish you a wonderful holiday season filled with joy, warmth, and lots of learning.
From both of us, happy learning. And remember, keep practicing, stay curious, and have fun with English.
Merry Christmas, everyone, or as we say, Happy Holidays. Take care.
Bye, everyone. See you in the next episode.